Hello, everybody. I am back with my fourth video for, I think it's either the third or fourth video for the collection focused with the layouts. I'm not sure at this point. Um, so this first part of the video is going to go super quickly because I don't end up using it, but I wanted to leave it in to show you all anyway. So I had this idea. I really want to put these Disney castles behind all of my stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll pull out my Disney stencil and I'll get some. I really wanted to use glitter, but I couldn't find the glitter that I wanted. So I probably should have just stopped there and not tried this. But anyways, so I'm like, well, fine. I'll get out my Nuvo mousse then because I never use these. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't use them. I don't like them. So then I'm like, okay, well, I want to put some of this like really creamy color in, and then I'll mix this really creamy color with this dark blue color because this dark blue color is super dry and needs some water added to it. So I'm like, well, maybe if I heat it up, it'll melt it a bit. Did not work. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just mix some of this stuff in and make it creamier and easier to spread. And then my block wasn't big enough and my plastic packaging kept moving on me, and I should have just stopped at this point, but I didn't. And I kept going, and it was really like lumpy and chunky, and it wasn't pretty. And then I'm like, okay, let's see. Like, I want more of this dark blue up at the top. Maybe if I add some water to it, it'll work better. Well, it did. It spread better. And that was fine, but it was a mess in general, guys. I don't end up using this background. It's still sitting on my little shelf behind my desk. I don't know if I will ever use it, to be very honest. I got blue stuff everywhere. I couldn't get the blue off my stencil. So, yeah. So I do this and I go and I clean everything up, and then I come back and I'm like, I don't like this. Let's see what else I can find. So I go to a paper stack and find something else to use instead of this background. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's not great. The medium spread out underneath the ink or the stencil really badly, and I'm pretty sure here I've gone to put it in the sink of water, and then I'm like, okay, I should have just stopped the camera, but I didn't. I will come back and stop the camera though. Because I was like, okay, I have to dry this before I can do anything to it. Yeah, you're gonna see the background change in a second. So I'm still using the Alice in Wonderland collection. I am definitely running out of pieces at this point, bits and pieces to use with it, but that's okay. I have allowed myself to bring in my scrap bin because I figured that these scraps don't owe me anything anymore. So if I can get them on a layout and add some more paper in, so much the better, right? That was my thought. So I found this piece of paper in a, do I have this layout beside me? Oh, I do. In a paper stack, like a paper pad. And I liked the flowers, but I didn't like the wording on it. So I just decided to cover up the wording and leave the flowers. The colors were they're a pretty good match to the Alice colors, I've got to say. There's a bit more colors thrown in, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. And so I was sitting there thinking, this needs more of like a bright color. So I pulled out from that same paper pad, I pulled out just a yellow. I think it has little tiny flowers on it. Yeah, it does. Has little tiny flowers on it because there is yellow in the Alice collection. Particularly in a lot of the wording that's in the collection, there's yellow in it. So, and there's yellow flowers in the background paper. I really wanted to use these chipboard words, but I just the red. I couldn't get the red to work. I just couldn't. It wasn't going to happen. So I end up not really adding anything to this layout. I just kind of let the floral in the background be the embellishment and add a couple chipboard pieces. I do end up adding the word dream on pop dots. That is going to be the title. And then I add some chipboard and some enamel dots, and that's it. Everything else is just what was printed on the paper. I just let all of the florals do all the work for me. So this layout came together really quickly once I figured out what I was doing. And once I was finished making mess, it went really fast. So let that be a lesson for all of you. I mean, yeah, it's fun to play with messy stuff sometimes, but maybe have more of a plan in mind than just starting out and doing something like I did and it didn't work. All I did was make a mess everywhere. I still haven't cleaned off my acrylic block yet. I should really do that before I use it for stamping or something. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this layout. I think I have 2 more layouts left to make from this collection pack, and then I will be finished. So because I'm so close to it being done, I'm going to bump one of my other series that I had planned and put these videos in their place. So you're going to be getting 2 of these a week for a couple weeks. And then there will be a couple videos at the beginning of May just to finish it off. And I think the only thing I'm going to have left are embellishments, like stickers and chipboard. Maybe some of the cut parts because I didn't use them. But any paper that's left, including the cut parts, I think I'm just going to get rid of. Oh, sorry. I was listening to music again this day, apparently. Could have been the same day that I was doing this in a different video. Yeah, I should really stop doing that. My husband got these new headphones. They're Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. And I've really been enjoying them for scrapbooking. So, yeah, I took them. I don't plan on giving them back either. I know, it's not very nice of me, but I share lots of stuff with him. So it all balances out, right? I did add some ink to the edge of the white paper just to like give it a little bit extra, and I am going to do something that I haven't done in ages, and that's outline every pattern paper. If you want to do this, I strongly recommend that you do it before you stick stuff down. Again, not planning things ahead. It would be easier if there wasn't a whole bunch of stuff in the way. So I'm just using my Muji pen, same one that I use for journaling, to outline all of the patterns that aren't in the photo mats. And then I do outline the background paper as well. And that's everything that I do to this layout. I didn't even put any journaling on it because, I mean, like, it's a Disney layout of the castle and Mickey and Walt standing in front of it. So I don't think it really needs any journaling, at least not for my scrapbook album. Your scrapbook album might have journaling with this picture on it, and that's fine. So that's all that I have for you today. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will continue making videos for you all. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.